So, hello, some friendly faces over here. So, excuse me, we have Miki, Conn, we have Betty, we have Walter, and a new face, Darrell. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
So, I'm going to say, Miki, would you please set us? We're going to be talking about Juneteenth right now. So, set us up, and then we'll have everyone speak a little bit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Juneteenth is the celebration of freedom, freedom from slavery in the United States. Many people learned in school that the slaves were freed through the Emancipation Proclamation. Not entirely true. Some slaves were freed then, but there was still a balance of slaves who knew that freedom was on the horizon, but needed to have it officially proclaimed and stated before they could live as free people. And that was June 19th, which became known as Juneteenth. So that's the history of the year. I am so bad at dates, but 1865.
Okay, so
That's
at
why
the
I
end
have to
of the
bring.
Civil War, of course.
Yes. So in the years following the Juneteenth date, the former slaves were celebrating, as you can imagine, but also traveled to find their families and loved ones who had been moved about by slave owners. So there was great reunioning, if that's a word, and celebrations. And this custom that was created has traveled east from Texas, where it first occurred, to Schenectady.
Yes.
And we've been celebrating Juneteenth now for 24 years.
24 years.
And when we started, very few of us knew what Juneteenth was. A friend of mine said, the Hamilton Hill Art Center, should be celebrating Juneteenth. And I said, what's Juneteenth? So now our hope is that everyone at least knows what Juneteenth is in Schenectady. We have a big celebration planned for June 21st and 22nd this year.
Yeah, I was trying to say it's grown.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And Miki was in charge of the Hamilton Hill Art Center for many years.
Yes.
Many years.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, what is your celebration going to be on those 2 days?
Well, we have Walter to talk about the Friday celebration, but I'll speak a little bit about Saturday, and Betty will talk about Saturday as well. And Darrell is a big part of Saturday, a new part.
A new part, okay.
But basically, it's a day, if I were to summarize it, of celebration, of community reunioning, everybody getting together, of showing off, you might say, the talents, the skills, the abilities that people of all ages have. This is particularly of interest to African Americans because that's a part of our history that we have not celebrated, well, before 24 years ago in Schenectady. And it's a real opportunity to showcase the growth and the talent that is in the area. Of course, there are vendors, food, activities for children. It's for all ages.
And it is not only for our Black community to get together, but it's open and for everyone.
To everyone who values freedom.
Yes.
We want to see
Hopefully that's
you.
many, many, many people.
We hope so, yes.
And they all vote.
Yes.
I'm going to go over to Walter. So Walter, if you can tell us what's going to happen on Friday, and then we'll go to the Saturday event.
Well, on Friday, we're having a ceremony at Vale Cemetery.
Okay.
We have a plot there called the African American Burial Plot. It used to be called the Old Colored Plot because at one time, people of color could not be buried beside white people or Caucasians. So what has happened is we began to realize what the situation was, and we began this cleanup project. It was a community endeavor where we decided, no, number one, we're changing the name of it, and we're also going to transform it into something that we take ownership on.
Oh.
And so that's how it began. And it began actually on one of the, we used to have a youth service day, promises for youth here in Schenectady. And ever since then, we have gone in, we cleaned it up, we started planting arborvitae trees, and now they were little things, and now they're really gigantic. And every year we have a ceremony. This year, our ceremony, we're paying tribute to Dr. Bernie McAvoy,
Oh, yes,
okay, who passed recently.
right.
And the reason why we're doing that is because he was so instrumental in a lot of the things that we've done there
Yes.
and being supportive of it. And in fact, he helped us to become a site on the National Underground Railroad Trail,
Ah, yes.
you know,
yes.
and so every year he would be there supporting us and anything that we wanted to try to do. He was very much a part of it.
Yes.
So we have to remember that our ancestors can come in different places, different forms, and different colors. It's because of their attitudes and behaviors. And so we're going to kick off that Friday evening, which will usher in the rest of the Juneteenth celebration.
And what time is that Friday evening
That's
celebration?
to start about 6 o'clock.
And so if people were not familiar with Vale Cemetery, how are they going to get there and which entrance is best?
I think the best interest is to State Street side. I think that, I'm not quite sure, 460, whatever it is.
Okay, yes.
Okay, but the State Street entrance, and when you come in, you just take the straight road, and it's the first left as you come in because it splits up, and it'll be right there on your left.
Now, how do you remember when this change in name and this care of that plot began? How many years ago?
I think it was in 2006,
Uh-huh.
if I remember. Miki might know more, but I think it was 2006 when we began to clean it up and rename it, and then begin to deal with the people who are buried there. That's why every year we have a different type of celebration. And we give honor to ancestors who are buried there, such as Moses Viney, the runaway slave, who ran away from Maryland and worked with Alefi and Knott.
Oh, yes.
And then,
Yes.
you know, he when Knott died, he left him $1,000 in a carriage.
Right?
And
Which was
so
a lot of
Moses
money.
he turned into a businessman.
Yes.
But these are the things, Margaret Walker, who died at 103, and she was in Schenectady during the American Revolution. So there are many people that are there that give tribute to the contributions in Schenectady itself
Yes.
and the culture of our environment.
Yes, and our community is enriched by all of these people.
Yes.
And I'm going to give Betty a chance now to tell us what's going to go on Saturday. And you are involved in the Saturday event also? Okay, so Betty, why don't you start us off?
Well, Saturday is going to be another great day.
Of course, of course.
We have, as we were saying, we have a lot of new things occurring. And of course, one of those is our friend Darrell, who is going to present us with a fabulous hair show. And we're looking forward to that.
Okay,
We have entertainment. Our program will begin, actually, we're going to have a parade at 1 o'clock.
and where does that
From the
go?
Rose Garden
Oh,
to
okay.
the main stage.
Okay, yeah,
And from there, our program will begin where we'll have Zorky Nelson and the drummers and dancers, followed by Mount Oliver's Praise Dance
Oh, yes.
Team.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have an hour of fantastic song by Miss Jerry Howard Phillips. And we're so looking forward to her voice. We haven't heard in a long, long time.
Oh, nice.
And we have a lot of local talent that's awesome. It's just too many to name. But our main act will be George Boone's Blues Band. And we have a hip hop hour
Oh,
also
yes, that's
with
very
several
popular.
artists. And we've just got awesome talent going
Yes,
on. So
number one, it
yes.
doesn't matter what kind of music you like. We have great people
Got it
in this
all.
area
Yes.
to do music.
Yes.
But we also have great people to do hair.
Yes.
So Darrell's going to tell us, what are you doing with hair?
Well, my name is Darrell Michael. I'm a master hairstylist in the 518.
Yes.
I'm also a hair artist, and what I plan to bring for the hair show, it will basically be, we will go through the elevation of black hair with black hair trends and things like that, and basically we will go through different, because to me, Juneteenth is a lot of free, it means freedom is liberating, so I want the people to be free. I want them to love what they see, pick out the trends that they know, things like that. I plan to bring a couple creative pieces that have probably not been seen before. I'm a hair artist that does a lot of different and creative, innovative things, so I want people to come out to come see it, so that way they can see exactly like what to expect for the years coming and what we are elevating to within our community.
Now, do you have your own shops? Or?
I am a freelance hairstylist, but I am a production hairstylist as well. So I also do a lot of traveling, and I also do like Fashion Week and things like that. So I do a lot of avant-garde and high-pressured situations with shows and things like that.
Oh, wow. Yes,
Yeah.
it seems like there is a lot of pressure in there
Yeah.
on those shows. But now, how did you decide to have hair as part of this?
you know what happened last year? Darrell was there. We had him, unfortunately, we had him scheduled in the pavilion. And as the day went on, you would see his style, his models walking around the park with these awesome hairdos. And everybody's wondering, where are they going? Where are they coming from? So we decided this year we need to bring them out so that everyone can see them. So
What's
they'll
going
be
on?
at the stage this year.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like a wonderful event, which it always is. And again, let's give me the date, Miki.
June 21st and 22nd.
And so the parade is in the Rose Garden.
Yes,
Friday
on-
night is in Vale Cemetery.
That's right.
So,
Can I say one thing?
yes,
We are having a volunteer night on June 12th at 6:30 in Central Park. If anyone is interested in volunteering, please come through and sign up. You cannot come and sign up the day of.
yes, okay. So anyone who wants to volunteer,
Yeah.
go sign up on June 12th. Okay, and that's
And
at
we
Central
still
Park.
have room for vendors.
And they still have room for vendors, so let's get even some more food and fun things there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, all of you, for being here today and telling
you
us
for
about
having us.
Juneteenth, a very important
Thank
date.
you. Thank
Very
you for
important
having
event.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.